upcoming Don Giovanni, we have an interesting concept. The production uses images from movies, uses still media, and uses intense lighting effects to create a very special, different kind of world, which I would say is somewhat timeless, but sort of mid-20th century. For the costumes for Don Giovanni, we've been extremely lucky to work with, for the first time, the young Seattle designer Candace Frank, who has come up with some terrific ideas. So they're extremely inventive and they're a lot of fun. Everything pretty much happens all around a relatively physically contained space, but one which will look different depending on how it's lit and depending on how it's what the media images are. For Don Giovanni, it is a story of a wild seducer who is never satisfied with one conquest. And in David Crone, we have someone with a lot of energy, a good-looking guy who is able to handle the vocal demands and also really triumph dramatically in this part.
The role of Don Giovanni can present some challenges. For one, it's very lengthy. So there's an element where you have to pace yourself, and there's a lot of drama, especially in the final scene where Giovanni gets dragged down to hell by the commendatore. So you have to make sure that in the moments where the drama is really, it's going through your body, that you have to take care of your voice at all times to really get through the role and make sure that it's well sung, every note from start to finish, because the music comes before all of that.
For his sidekick Leporello, we have the wonderful Eric Anstein, who is returning to us this year as a young artist. Donna Anna is Marcy Stonikas, returning. She was Ariadne last year, and she's doing a beautiful job in this fearsome part.
Some people think that Donna Anna is very pure, and she's a noble woman, and she would never do anything that was considered wrong or inappropriate. I tend to think of people as a little bit more complex and not two-dimensional, so I'm trying to go in a different direction, and I do think that there's a draw for her to Don Giovanni.
We have Amanda Opushinsky as a very feisty Elvira. And we have a guest, Jacqueline Bizek, as Zerlina. The rest of our males are our Ottavio, who is double cast with Eric Neville and Andrew Stenson, both of whom are interesting and very different. And then we have Mazzetto is Adrian Rosas, who's perfect for this, just perfect. Brian Garman is conducting the orchestra. Come to the Maidenbower and see what the young artists of the Seattle Opera program are going to be serving up in their banquet of Don Giovanni.